Hi, join me today at Gary's Urban Larder, where I'm making guacamole. Simple, easy, and so delicious. Let's get started. So I'll quickly take you through the ingredients. I'm on my way to Spain soon, so I have to use up some things. So I've got an onion, 2 tomatoes, some red jalapeños, tequila, it's mezcal, salt, cilantro, half a lime, and a lemon, and 2 beautiful avocados. So we're going to get started in just prepping that. I've got a bowl here for any waste. So the first thing I want to do is to have the avocado and remove the stone. So I'll show you how easily that is done. So I'm just running the knife around there, give it a twist, and that is definitely an overripe avocado, and the stone falls right out. Let's check the other one and see if we have better luck. Yeah, now that's a perfectly ripe avocado. And we take the knife towards the end, the hilt, and then twist, and we just tap the blade. Wow, tap the blade, and that should come out. There we go. Okay, I'm going to see what I can salvage of this, again, to avoid waste. But the easiest thing to do is just to spoon this out into the bowl you intend to use, and then we'll mash it up. So scrape that one, and then we'll start on the other. Right. So I've disposed of our overly ripe avocado. It's just can't save it. So I'm just going to proceed with what I have and then crush up our avocado using a fork. So it's really, really easy. You shouldn't worry about it. As long as the avocado is right, you'll get through it in no time at all. There, that's pretty good. One last piece. Right. So I don't want it too mushy. I like a little chunk in my guacamole. And because we only have one, I'm not going to use the lemon. I'm going to use this poor little lime, what's left of it. And I'm just going to squeeze all the juice I can out of it. Luckily, it's very juicy. So that goes into our compost heap. That goes in along with a good pinch of salt. And I'm just going to use 1 tomato now. Again, because we only have 1 avocado. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to seed it. And you can just squeeze it like that and use your thumb to push out the seeds. Or you can take your knife and just cut near this top and the stem, and then it just pushes out that easily. So just finishing our chop, and I want these fairly small. Don't want any big chunks of tomato in our guacamole. And it's really quick work. You don't have to worry about them being uniform, just so that they're bite size. There we go. And into our bowl. There we go. So next is the onion. And I'm only going to need half the onion. So just have that. And take off the top. And I'm just going to peel that back, including the first layer of onion until that's soft. So I'm just going to dice that. So I'm going to give a couple of slices through it horizontally and then a few vertically. And then we'll just chop it. Okay, we've got that chopped, and in it goes into the bowl. And again, we just want little chunks, little dice. We don't want huge. And now some jalapenos. Now if you can do this to your liking, to your taste. I like it spicy. And again, we're just going to chop those up. You definitely don't want a huge piece of jalapeno. So I'm going to make that quite small. And in it goes. So all that's left to add now is the tequila. So move things around here. I'm going to give this a quick stir just to mix it up. Make sure that everything is well distributed. Okay, so that's pretty good. And now we'll add our tequila. Now mezcal gives it a really smoky taste. Now, I haven't added all of that. That was a full shot. And because we had one less avocado than I wanted, we don't want it too loose. So now all we have to add is our cilantro. So I'm just going to turn our board over. And again, we're not going to need all of the cilantro that I have here. And I'm just going to remove some of the stem. And if you don't like cilantro, there are people that have that genetic difference where it gives a very soapy taste when they eat cilantro. So you can just leave it out. You could substitute parsley, I suppose, flat-leafed. So again, I'm just going to chiffonade, actually, this. I've rolled it tightly and just running my knife through the leaf and stem and get that very fine. And then I'm just going to do a quick run the other way. And then we just get this on our knife and into our waiting bowl. Pull that a bit closer. In that goes, and then we just give it the quick stir. Doesn't that look creamy? Delicious. Okay. Now, I am going to give that just a quick taste to see if we need to adjust any of the seasoning. Where the smokiness comes through from the mezcal. Good crack of the black pepper. Give it a stir. And a final taste it again. That's got it. So now all I'm going to do is chill this for about 30 minutes. And then we'll plate it up and give it a taste. Our guacamole has chilled for 30 minutes, maybe a bit more. I've got some tortilla chips, These are store-bought, nothing wrong with them. So let's give it a taste. That just looks beautiful, delicious. Can't wait any longer. That is some good guacamole. The smokiness of the mezcal, tequila, really adds something special. Sambrosa. Very tasty. Well, thank you for joining me today at Gary's Urban Larder. If you enjoyed today's recipe, give us a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you won't miss a single delicious recipe. And finally, please share this video with your friends. It helps build the community. It really helps my channel out. Until next time, bye-bye.